In times of uncertainty, large institutions don't stop moving money, they relocate it. And one of the primary destinations for that capital is in Switzerland. A lot of people are not aware of that. Right now, the charts are showing signs that this flow is active right now and strengthening. So in this video, we're going to take a look at one of the primary pairs where we can illustrate that. It's going to be Great Britain Pound and Switzerland, or GBPCHF. We're going to be dealing with one of my favorite techniques to deploy, and that's the 2618 trade. 2618 standing for a double top. And in cases where you don't get a chance to trade the double top, if it is true indeed, reacting in terms of counter trend. Double top followed by break and close beyond previous structure, taking out the V-neck of that double top, followed by a 618 retracement where your trade should be activated at in technical theory. So that being said, welcome back to the Harmonic Trading Club, another The Ultimate Trader Workshop edition. Let's have some fun, learn something, and go over the 2618 trade or 2618 technique one more time. So I want to start with this, right? Because this will kind of keep us in line with making sure that we're trading in the line of least resistance as first, identifying the trend. Okay, kind of do some of that trend is your friend type stuff. So if you notice, creating lower highs basically all the way through. Okay, so that'll kind of like tell us what we're dealing with as the market continued to create these highs. So that when we come in closer and look at the opportunity, you'll see why we're along with the trend, and then we'll make our entries and projections and things of that sort. Remember, this is not a trade signal or not trade advice, breaking the stuff down technically. I understand that some traders will be interested in some of the things that I talk about, but remember, trade at your own risk or consult with a financial advisor of your choice before putting your capital at risk in these very volatile markets. Okay, so that good stuff being said, I'm going to be working in this area right here. I'm going to go ahead and clean up. I don't need that. We've already identified that we're creating a series of lower highs, and the area will just come close. And we're out on the weekly. We will do some lower time frame confirmation to kind of help us out with this, with our combined technical score, higher time frames, lower time frames, things, etc. But the area that we are most interested in for this trend is this double top right here. Okay, so this double top, top one and top two. Okay, so this double top. Okay, and remember, when you're dealing with this, you're going to be looking for, in the sense of a high quality double top, that V neck. You want to see what looks like a V, as you saw me plot it out. These are things that you can actually take from this and follow. A V neck, okay. Here's the base of it, or the structure on it. Okay, so double top followed by break and close beyond previous structure. So all of our criteria is being met. And if you want to know more about what I'm talking about right now, or this technique in particular, I do have a class on the 2618 trade in the Harmonic Trading Academy playlist. I want to throw in that this price action was also brought to us courtesy of a 3-bar reversal, one of the staples of the Harmonic Trading Club, engulfing candle followed by doji, followed by trigger and entry, closing beyond the doji. I couldn't help. I had to throw that in there, okay, because that was a signal that that was going to happen, meaning that would have been the way to trade this just as a pure double top. That would have been the way, but we missed it, okay? And the purpose of this technique is to get involved even if you missed a double top. That's how great it is. That's how wonderful it is. Like, we missed that double top, pure, perfect, giving us the 3-bar reversal for the highest quality double top that we could have traded. And then you're able to say no sweat because you got a break and close beyond previous structure. Okay, so you see me doing a lot of artwork here, but our chart is still clean. So this good thing about this is another technique that we can deploy with a very, very clean chart. So our 2618 trade is here. Let me do one more thing. When I'm talking about the definition, 2 standing for a double top and 618 standing for 618 retracement, that's from the right side shoulder. Okay, 618 retracement from the right side shoulder, from the new swing high to the swing low, and then looking to see if price action reached the 618 retracement. Now I want to add a couple of more layers to this, because the 2618, it's not as easy as, now maybe if you're aggressive, okay, it's not as easy as, okay, I got a 618 retracement, I'm going. And I used to do that in my earlier days, and I lost a lot of times on a 2618 trade, even though it's a very high performing pattern. But you still need confirmation in some kind of way. This one right here, we're on the weekly chart because now we're starting to get into the actual opportunity itself. We're on the weekly chart. When I say confirmation, usually typically at minimum, that's a candle closing in your bias. In my case, it would be red. So our current candle for the week, okay? Now remember, you got aggressive traders and you got passive traders, and you got traders with a little bit less discipline, and you got traders who suffer a little bit more from FOMO, fear of missing out, thinking if I don't get this right now, I'm not going to get in. Or not having the discipline to say, remember, before they put themselves through that whole psychological phase of if this is going to win, and not being able to put yourself at ease and say, well, I at least waited for confirmation. Now my psychology is strong enough to allow the trade to do whatever it's going to do, win or lose. Those stories are going to come out differently depending on how you approach the market with your discipline, not your psychology. You don't need your psychology at this stage yet because you haven't done anything. You haven't taken an action that's going to make you feel a certain way yet. That won't happen until you make the decision right here. Okay. So we have 3 days left. Today is, I'm sorry, 4 days left in 20 hours. Today is only Monday. The weekly candle is not going to close until Friday, meaning for a trader that's going to be disciplined, he's going to have to wait that out. The good thing about waiting that out is, let's say it doesn't close red. Let's say they want a little bit more action there. Let's say it's just not time yet. Now, that's what's going to create the psychological hell for the trader. Okay. And then maybe the following week is when they could get a candle closing in their bias. Okay. So you want to wait for the confirmation, but I understand some traders are going to say, you know what? He already touched it. He's red now. I'm going to go, right? Another way that some traders might look at it is this to say, okay, well, again, depending on how much discipline they have, let me come back and see what it looks like on the day chart. This is where things are going to get really tricky. Come off the week, come to the day. Come to the day. The day is going to tell a different story. Let me clean up our bars because the day chart is going to tell another story. The day chart is going to have the trader looking at this bearish divergence right here, okay? Remember, I said this is going to get a little tricky. And by bearish divergence, I mean this right side looks higher than this low side, the left side. This looks higher than this on the chart. Current price action looks higher than the previous, but which is going back to like the 20th. We're on the 30th. But RSI said actually this side is weaker. So that is in my opinion, that is a strong enough use case to say, especially with basically 2 attempts to get there. All right. And then he gets up there, and there's more stuff that we're adding to this. Okay. It's 3 bars, not the quality A plus 3 bar, but it's a bar coming up. It is a doji. I'd call it a 2-bar reversal. It is a doji followed by distribution closing beyond the doji. So a lot of traders, especially the way that I just broke that down, they're going to say, you know what, that's good enough for me. I can deal with it psychologically, even if, see this green, we're green right here for the newest candle, for the next day's candle, which is I think the 31st candle. It's the 31st. To say even if he comes and bothers me again, I can withstand that. I got it. Okay. Then what he needs to do is say, if that's my high on this, okay, if that's my high, then that's where my stops are going to be, meaning I'm going to be very tight on this. Trader, I'm going to be tight on this. If you take me out right there, I'm going to be fine with it. I'm going to pay a little tuition for not waiting for the things to happen on the weekly time frame and being psychologically okay with it. So that's how you walk this whole thing down. That condition right here with that doji followed by that red bearish distribution candle is going to be enough for many traders. They're not going to want to wait that week out and do that whole other one week down the line or 2 more weeks. They're going to be looking at it like this. So with that being said, let's come back. Let's stay here actually. Since this now, we have a case for this to be the trading time frame. And what we'll do, let me just clean up a little bit and we'll talk about targets. We know that the stop's going to be right above the agreed upon. Hey, that was it. You don't want to put it way up here. It doesn't need room to breathe or none of that nonsense. That's not true. That's not correct. Because it's if price keeps going, it's just going to send you into a drawdown and hurt you. You want to know right away if this is not going to work. The market's going to tell you you were right or you were wrong. Okay. It's going to tell you should have waited for the week or boom, you were good to go. All right. But it's going to hurt a whole lot less. And then plus you still got maybe a second or third chance to continue looking at this or examining it or considering it. So let me just clean up because I need space to go in here and draw in our targets and talk a little bit more about this trending action. Guys, hit the like on this video. I'm pretty sure no one else on YouTube is showing you anything like this. Let's do this. Okay, let's look at this let's look at this trend right here. Okay, so the suggestion is that trend is going to keep going because why not? And we got the 2618. So with that suggestion in place, you need to say, where are my targets? On the 2618, a 2-target setup looks as such. Target 1 is to retest where the price action came from, the low, the new structure low that was created. Target 2 is, of course, drum roll, Fibonacci. Using the Fibonacci extension, okay? In this case, it's going to be the 127 extension from the right side shoulder to the new structure low. Fibonacci extension, right side shoulder, new structure low. And then looking for the 127. That's really all you need. You don't have to go crazy. Now, you can, depending on other factors, because here's why you can get aggressive on targets on the 2618 trade. The reason you can get crazy aggressive on it is because if price has reversed and you know it should be in a continued bearish move, why cut yourself short? Okay, at the 127 when you could bring in a third target at the 1618, which is the full max. The other thing a trader is going to look for is an A to B is equal to CD pattern, which should complete during trend. So saying also throwing in A to B being equal, I'm cloning it if it's an equal measure move, and I clone A and B and put it on C and D. Of course, I mean, you guys already knew that that was going to drop us right inside of our completing target, okay? So overall, this trade would look like long short tool entering. Let's say a trader saw this and he couldn't help it. Trade at your own risk. Couldn't help it and said right there. And I'm going to put my stops right above the entry because I don't want to get hurt too bad. And I'm going to go all the way. I'm going to play the whole game. Okay. The whole full max. Trade is a 6.2. More than a 6-to-1 risk versus reward. You can only get these types of setups using these types of techniques, okay? So I'm not going to lie. It's very, very intriguing. I'm going to take a little bit of time and make a decision myself. That use case for entry right there for me is just almost too strong to pass up. But I also do have the discipline to say I don't have to do anything else. I'm probably in 8 or 10 other pairs right now. I don't really have to do this, but from what I understand about the use case and what's happening with Great Britain pound and Switzerland, it's very strong. Me understanding what's happening geopolitically too, and already knowing that money that as far as the pound is concerned, they were already moving that into Switzerland. That's what the chart is telling you. So we're not going to turn this into a geopolitical conversation, although it really does matter. So I think that's all we have on this one. We'll land this plane right here. Head on over to the Harmonic Trading Academy playlist where we teach everything that I talked about in this video, plus much, much more in great detail. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed. If you're not, I have no idea why. Hit the bell icon so you can be notified when the most amazing technical breakdowns on YouTube are released. Tell me where else you're going to see something like this. Other than that, you guys be good. Hope you enjoyed this. When you guys take care of yourself in the market, and I will see you on the next video.